Welcome back to Red Collar Garage. Today I have been really busy doing yard work and around here tilling the garden, just doing a bunch of projects. But I have ordered a new radiator for this 66 Ford, and I'm hoping it'll be here today. I pulled the tractor over to some land to do some bush hogging, and on the highway speeds it got really hot on the hills. It was about 210 at the hottest that it would get. On a real steep hill it would get about 210, and it never used to get that hot. I've had this original radiator, well, it's not the original radiator, but if I've had this, it's a big 4-row radiator I believe, and I've had it in there since about 2005, so it's been over 20 years. But it's time for a new radiator, I think. I did have the water pump rebuilt, thinking that was it, but I'm hoping this new radiator will make it run a little cooler and keep it from getting so hot when I'm pulling, especially. But I've already drained the radiator, and so I was gonna go ahead and take it out. I'm waiting on the big brown truck to bring me the new one. It's just there's 2 hoses and 4 bolts that hold this in. I have some electric fans on it, and I've already unplugged those, and so should be pretty easy. We'll go ahead and take this thing out, and then we will hopefully soon the big brown truck will come and we'll put the new one in. You can see down there, let's see, this is the top of the radiator here, and I told you I had wired in some fans for this thing. There is no room. This is a diesel motor that wasn't original to this truck, and that's 2 finger widths right there before the radiator. So I put a few fans on this just in case I got stuck in traffic. As long as you're traveling, it doesn't need the fans, but if you get stuck in traffic, it'll need them. I got a temperature switch right here that if it gets above, I think 190, it'll kick on the fans, and this is the temperature sending unit for the temperature gauge, the water temperature gauge. But I've undone this petcock down here at the very bottom, and I have drained it into that bucket. I'm going to pour the antifreeze. I have a funnel and a screen set up here. I've got this 5-gallon, it's actually an antifreeze jug that I bought some antifreeze in. I special ordered it for the extra long life and the anti-cavitation antifreeze. So I'm going to pour it in here and make sure no junk gets in it, because it's not old antifreeze. I've recently replaced it, so I'm going to save it. So let me pour that up, and then we'll start taking the radiator out. Well, I undid that one too much and took the clamp all the way off. That's going to be fun to get started back on there. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this with one hand, but I'm going to try. I think I'm going to have to do it with two hands. Looks like I've got a little bit more antifreeze in there. So when this comes off, it's gonna want to drip a little. Here it comes. All right. Next, I got this overflow tube. Go into this little jug over here. So I'll just set that over here. Well, good news, the big brown truck came and brought my new radiator. I haven't opened the box yet, but it's just in time. Now, the rest is packaging. So I'm just gonna lean that right here for now. We'll pull my other one out, and I mean, you would think I staged this, but I didn't. So 4 bolts. There's, let me turn my light on. It's gonna be right there at the top, right there at the bottom, and the same on the other side. And this thing should come right out. Hold up on this in the middle. Okay. What I'm going to do now is just kind of hold this up to this other one and see if the holes seem to line up. And they do. On that side, they do on that side. I think this is the right radiator. All right, I got it sitting in here. I got this one top bolt started, trying to get this other top bolt started, but there's not much room. I'm thinking about taking the battery out if I can't get this bolt started by hand. It's hard because to be able to get pressure on it and get it in the right spot. Yeah. Well, this is interesting. I'm afraid to put that bottom bolt in. This truck has been in a wreck before, and I straightened out the front end, but I have those other 3 radiator bolts holding it tight now, and I'm seeing a gap down there where this other one goes. You see the gap? And I don't really want to force that and tweak this radiator. So I'm gonna have to either come up with something or just leave that one out and only support it with the one on this side. It shouldn't hurt it. But what I don't want to do is bend this radiator and break one of the welds loose. So I have to figure that out. Okay, I pulled the radiator back out. I'm gonna see if I can show you this. I've been looking down this radiator at the brackets. I'm out here in the barn because it's where I decided to do this job today. But I don't know if you can tell, but it is warped. It's made crooked. This top and this bottom, that bottom is way far out. I don't know which one is wrong, but maybe if I set it on a flat surface and tilted it, but I can eyeball down this thing and see that it's warped. Yeah, okay, this is not rocket science laser level trailer, but you can see as I rock it, it's not built flat. So I guess I'll continue this project when they send me another one, and I've got to send this one back. But that's a shame. I wanted to do this today, but I'll be right back with you when I get the new one in. Okay, it's Sunday morning now. Wednesday was the last day I was working on it. Checked out with y'all because I had to send that other radiator back. But thankfully Amazon went ahead and sent me a new radiator with the promise that I would send that one back, which I've already done. But this new radiator, I've got it here. It's on a flat surface and it does not teeter on a flat surface, so they welded this one up flat and square, thankfully. So I'm gonna unpackage this, and then we're gonna go put the fans on it and put it in the truck. Okay, I've got the radiator laid out here on this nice flat surface, but I'm looking at these zip tie things that I've used before, and I've never seen these springs I don't know what they're for, how they're supposed to be installed. I'm gonna probably have to get on the computer if that just improves. Maybe it doesn't hurt the radiator as much if you use the spring. I'm gonna investigate that and get back with you. I'm just going to be honest. When I don't know about something, I'm going to learn, and maybe we can learn about this together. But let's find out what those are supposed to be for, and we'll get this all laid out and get these fans installed. Okay, here is what I think we need to do. These little foam pads need to go between the radiator and the fan to protect the radiator, I believe. And then we'll put, let me see where I want to put this though. This has these little feet, and it has, this one doesn't have that, this one does. I think I'm gonna put this little foot down and do that, and then I'm gonna put the spring like this so that it is gonna keep tension on it. I'm gonna ease this through there, and it's just going right through the fins. Then on the back side, I'll pull that tight and put a piece of foam on the back side to protect the radiator from the cap, and pull it tight with a little tension on that spring. So here we go. kind of hold the fan in place. Now I can put these pads on the back side, and these buttons can pull them tight, cut off the excess. Here it is, thankfully. Okay, located all my bolts. Got the radiator lined up. I got the... It's kind of dark out here under the barn. I can see just good enough to put this in. I'm hoping I put these radiators fans right in the same place that I can slip this in here. Meeting resistance. This is a wider radiator. Alright, it's in. It's going. And I got... Oof, those wires are so close down there. I'm going to have to secure them up out of the way. Let's see if I can get some of these holes started. These bolts started here. Get these top two and I can fight the others. I don't think it's going to rub though. I might need to zip tie that wire in a little bit closer to the fan, but I'm losing my work light. It's going to be hard to film without a work light. Alright, so next I'm going to tighten up I guess I'll double clamp this again down here at the bottom. Better take these out, it won't flow very good. Double clamp that down at the bottom. So I had it double clamped before. I must have had a leak if I didn't. This petcock valve is snug. My finger tight. Plug in my fans and run my reservoir tube. All right. Hey, babe.
I have an emergency. She thinks a water pipe might have burst under her house.
Are you at the water meter, babe?
She's already turned.
Cut it off.
She rushed to turn the water off at the road.
How can...
She heard, tell them what you heard.
A big pop. I heard a big pop and then the sound of just rushing water.
Oh, yeah, you had a water leak. Okay.
The leak is the underplay. I just don't know exactly where it is. I'm under the house, but it's hard to get around. I'm also freaked out.
You got a flashlight?
She sent this on Telegram, but
I can't tell if those bricks are wet, but it sounded, it was on the side of the house anyways. Because it sounded like it was underneath the kitchen sink and dishwasher.
we're watching the video now.
There might have been some plumbing pop up there. All right, I'm buttoning up my truck, and we'll head up there and see what you got going on. Okay, I got the radiator topped off. I got all the hose clamps tight. I got the wire back in and got my temperature sensor back in. Here's the relay for the fans. I got the overflow tube and a little makeshift thing. I'm gonna crank it up and run it, and this should be good. But thank y'all for watching. This has been just a what I'm doing today kind of video. About to head up to help my daughter with a plumbing leak and give this thing a shot and see if it's gonna leak or not. The true test will be when I have to tow with it and see if it runs cool. But all right, so earlier today we got the radiator installed, and I have taken it on a trip. My daughter had a plumbing emergency. We got that fixed, thankfully. I don't have any leaks. It's still a little too warm to check the fluid, but I had it topped off. I don't see any leaks. It cools like a gym. I mean, it is really a lot cooler. So this is what it needed all along. I'm glad I did the radiator on this thing. And I thought I'd give you that quick update. Thank y'all for watching, and tune in again to Red Collar Garage. We'll see you later. Bye.